guys, today we are back with some more Dragon's Dogma 2. And today, apparently, before I started recording, we requested at the tavern later. So,
Oh, what
I,
does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
I'm gonna head to the tavern. Head to that little bench in the tavern. Doze off. See whoever requests me and what they need. Alright. Doze off.
Cruise at your leisure.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's prey, make use of the key I gave you to enter the palace. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
I just got a quest for the nameless village. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna set that as my priority right now.
When did I get here?
I don't know. Fancy writing my day.
Plenty of gossip to be had here.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. Where to next, Arisen?
Yep. Let's to the castle. That's where this caged magistrates might be.
Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We're back at the murder quarter.
This looks as good a place as any. So tight. I can kick just about anyone.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Castle Gal Tower. Man. Wonder what I can acquire.
Polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Please be the right
Have
one.
you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say?
Yes, I do.
Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
I'm guessing I have to report back to the captain. He can help me.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
This is no life.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventures today.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Now we have to.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Now we need to head to the slum. I think that's what it is.
Is it too much to hope for?
What should I do?
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind.
At last!
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble... Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it.
True enough.
Let me alone. Let me think on this.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
I must be grateful that someone has sent me this journey. My prayers will surely be rewarded. Wickedness has no hold.
Is Malcolm all right?
We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
What teachings myself heed his words?
Where's the old man?
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Let's go.
Whenever I see so much as a gleam of treasure, I cannot help but want to claim it, however far it may be from our goal.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
True enough. How are we to get through this door?
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understand?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
'Tis quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars were I the scholarly sort.
Right you are.
Now let's get out of here.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? I know the way. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Oh, screw it. Alright.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Bro, how do we get out of here?
Could you come over here?
Where?
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Why, hello.
I feel no difference between waking and sleep. I'm dead on my feet.
Let me go.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
I don't know what to do.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Welcome. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'm dead on my feet. But I've much to do yet.
Good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, you discovered this in the Gracious Hand's vaults, you say? Remarkable. I imagine 'twould indeed be sufficient to entice the learned magistrate to leave his cell. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard.
Use that.
A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's...
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new adventure.
Go running off. I need to save the new priority quest.
It would seem we even need to visit the palace.
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
Bye.
So before you check the price. Just remember. Hope to see you again.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Welcome to and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check, hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares? Time to be heading.
Would you take pity?
Wait, hold up. Quest. Beggar's Tale.
Would you take pity?
Hoi, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do, Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
Right you are.
Page magistrate. But
Fancy a look at my wares?
I hope I've not left Autumn dead.
yeah, I need to buy something.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Need anything?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces and qualities what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths.
And if I do switch my vocation, I have no intention of being an archer. All I know is this stuff.
Hope to see you again.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Now then, quests, cage, magistrate, map. Got to go to. Got to go to Burnworth Castle. Okay. Well, guys, we'll do
Now
all
there's
that.
a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so
Before
far
that, we're gonna
away.
go sleep.
Well met. You are come. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the
Organized
foremost
storage deposit.
hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Peruse at your leisure. This looks as good a place as any. But much to do yet.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Something good will come of today.
Guys, that's gonna be the end, or at least of this part. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Guys, let's go save the magistrates. So let's go.
Need anything? I've been on my feet all day. My legs my bed.
Put gold in my pocket.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
If you must go off on your own, you are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Okay, wait.
It's lurking above.
Oh, could use a rest.
Mayhap I'll come here.
I'm in fine. Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind of...
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
That's enormous.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but it's beyond my...
As it should be. 'Tis is no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle. Pray focus on the task at hand. This quiet makes me itch to be able to serve.
I'm so confused. Well, I'm so confused.
Can't expect to fare so well every night.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
So what do I do?
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well.
Oh my god.
We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oh my. What are we doing?
Oi! Who goes there?
What's the... Oh my.
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
My goodness. Was that kiss really necessary?
I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Okay.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. What's going on? Town's
Welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle. Back to it, I suppose.
Okay. I came to get the magistrate out of there.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. Wasn't there aught we had to deliver to someone hereabouts?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are.
I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek. Hold a moment. Haven't we already found what's being asked of us here? Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway?
Don't know.
I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember. mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armorer's wares.
No. You shall not. We found that place.
I know the way. Follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.